I'm Jerra Whitaker, and to my left is Mallory Armstrong Douglas. To my right is Andrew Douglas, Mallory's husband. Andrew and I worked together in the engineering department at Kloss Equipment here in Omaha and built a friendship over 2 years.
When we met, it was in Zimbrota, Minnesota. We spent a lot of time together, 12 to 14 hours a day in the field, and she's just charismatic and stories, great storyteller. And
I saw Jared in a video my husband made of work one day, and it was pretty funny. You had a little bit of a fire issue.
There was a small fire.
Yeah.
I transitioned after I departed working with Kloss. We'd remained friends, and I figured that I owed Drew an explanation of what was about to happen, what was going to go on. And I called up and said, hey, I want to sit down with you and Mallory sometime and let you know I've identified myself as being transgender.
Well, I had to check the calendar and make sure it wasn't April 1st. And
yeah. When Andrew told me, I honestly didn't believe him, because Jared was a handsome man, and a manly guy. At least that's what it appeared to me to be.
But, it doesn't matter. She hasn't changed. I mean, she dresses different, and that's really about it.
I was willing to do whatever I could to support her.
The immediate response was, you know what, if you're happy, we're happy for you. And it was the best response I'd received from anyone when I came out. I spent 6 years in the United States Air Force. And I was a selectee for pararescue. And I transitioned into F-16 fighter maintenance. The most macho career fields that I could find. That mask, that way to hide, that way to show I was manly. Hiding became my life. I have 3 boys. I raised my kids for 12 years on my own after a divorce. And I knew that someday I was probably going to transition, so I made sure that I raised my kids in a diverse environment, exposing them to people in the LGBT community, in every walk of life. So they had a wide range, a wide breadth of experiences growing up. My youngest son, totally accepting. I walked in the front door and he said, "You look gorgeous." Aww. And I think my kids, having that diverse background, it had a lot of influence on what they would accept and what they wouldn't accept. What the public needs to know is that we're no different than anybody else. We go through the same emotions, we go through the same everyday trials and tribulations that anybody else does.
Really, nothing's changed.
No. We're the same conversations.
Same.
Hours on end sometimes, driving down the road.
I think the only thing that changed, as far as you and I, we could talk more about,
we can.
Girl stuff. We can have girl talk now.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
Being able to interact with you is just absolutely wonderful.
Oh, I couldn't agree more.